Welcome in to the Friday Live. Apparently it's Friday. It kind of feels like a Monday to me, and it feels like the rest of the week has still got to come. You know, it's one of those days. But hopefully we'll be all good. Hopefully we'll all be good. We'll see what the live does, huh? So welcome in. If you are in the live right now, thank you so much. It's you guys that make the live. I don't do it. I just speak it. You guys create it to a degree. So thank you very much. If you are watching the replay, whether you've got it on a tab that you're not even looking at and it's just playing through, or you are actually kind of scanning through or something with the replay, thank you. It's very much appreciated. I do have a beanie down here. She may move to here, which is why I've kind of got this bit ready just in case, because, you know, I know you want to see the beans. And I need to also show you the Wheel of Fortune. No, the Wheel of Money or something. I forgot what it's called. The Super Wheel. The Super Wheel. Oh my gosh. It had completely gone out of my noggin. Oh, heck. I told you, it's one of those days. It really is. The Super Wheel. Okay. We are going to be spinning this wheel next week. Thank you very much, Nightbot. Very well timed. Thank you, Nightbot. This is getting spun next week at the end of the live. If you're not on the wheel, you have no chance of winning the money. If you are on the wheel, you have a chance of winning the money, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. You know, so just so you know. Okay, we are going to start with the thoughts and the prayers, which are up here in the highlighted pinned comment. If you are a religious person, please spare a prayer for 1 or 2 of the people in that pinned comment. They are in need. Some people may be struggling with health. Some people may be struggling with grief. Some are really down on their luck right now. Some just need a little bit of motivation. Whatever it is, they need it. So if you can, please do. And don't think you're getting off lightly. If you're not religious, I'm not religious, but I can still think about these people here and there. You know, while I'm raiding through my miscellaneous drawer looking for batteries, or whether I'm grooming Beany, I still have a think of these people. If you can, please do. And if you want some of those thoughts, some of those prayers aimed at you or somebody in your family, let me know and I will get you onto that pinned message. Okay, I'm hoping I can be heard okay. She says, I've been having a few little difficulties with the camera and the mic. I'm hoping to get that sorted out this weekend, but we'll see what happens. Okie dokie, we do have a Cindy Lou. Miss Cindy says, hi everyone, coming in with the witties and a big, although she does it with her eyes open. I can't do it with my eyes open because I look like a gormless prat anyway, but I look even worse if I do that. I'll probably do it in the next one. Miss Zara, welcome in. Good evening to Miss Zara. Zara Tabassum says, hello, Khadijah, and everyone coming in. Welcome in, Miss Zara. Thank you for being here. Oh, we have movement. Yes, my love. Really? Are you just turning around, or are you coming up for a cuddle, or do you need to fart? I mean, what's happening right now? What's happening? What you doing? You just turning? Okay. We just needed to turn over. Okay. Sarah says, happy Friday, everyone. Please go and say hello to Miss Sarah because she has said hello to you. So please say hello back. Be nice. Miss Doris Artman has also said hello to everyone. So please go over and say hello to Miss Doris. She says, hi, everyone. The Willies! Welcome in, Miss Doris. And Riggles. Welcome in, Riggles. Howdy do. Bab Wriggle Baker says, hi. Welcome in. Squatty down, squatty down, squatty down. Doris says, hi, Khadijah and Beany. Any movement? We've got a twitchy tail, which means she's not overly comfortable, but she still hasn't decided yet. It's just a tip. Just a tip. Doing a little twitch. Not a happy beans. Right, where am I? Oh, no, it's jumped already. Flip neck. Riggles, Doris. Lila. Welcome in. She says, hi, Khadijah. No, she doesn't say hi, Khadijah. Oh, my gosh. She says, hi, Ladybird. And all in chat, please go and say hello. Please. It'd be appreciated. She said hello to everybody. And she also says, don't forget the thumbs. Thank you very much. I don't care whether it's one of them or one of them, whatever you think. But, yeah, if you feel like not giving one, well, nothing I can do about it. But I'd appreciate it if you do. Miss Doris gives some love for the beans. Some love for the beans. Some love for the beans. No, just the tail twitch is all you're going to get. For the moment, at least. Snaily, good evening, Miss Snaily. I will get to you because it just jumped again. But bear with me. Nightbart says, and this is kind of for everybody, please share a picture of yourself on the channel community page. That way we can put a face to the name. Also, let us know a little bit about you. And Nightbot gave a hug. So, we see the names in these chats here and there. We see them in the comments. We see these names in the lives. Sometimes we have no idea what you look like and we've just got our imagination. I used to imagine people, like almost everybody, as blobs, different colour blobs. That was it. Sometimes the blobs had a toupee or glasses. They're all different colours, but that's really as far as it went. When you've got a face to put to a name, more personality comes out. It's nice. We have a Terry. Welcome in, Terry. She says, hello, Khadijah, all in chat. Lurking. Well, lurking is very much appreciated too. So thank you very much, Miss Terry. Lucy. Welcome in, Lucy. She says, hello, Ladybird and the Beany. And all in the chat, see Lucy has said hello as well. So please say hello back to Lucy, please. It'd be appreciated. And I've jumped again. I do not miss this jumping. You don't get the jumping in StreamYard. You get it in the YouTubes and it's jumping. I used to do giveaways for the jumpingness. Maybe I should do that again one day. Maybe. Where are we? Oh, we're on Snaily. Okay, there's the Snaily. So good evening, Snaily. Crafty Snail Mum. She says, hi, everyone. Wibbies! So Snaily has said hello to you too. Please say hello back. Squally down. Doris says, I can give, maybe I can get something more than a tail twitch. If you could, yes, she definitely would. She'd have your fingers off. She would. But it'll be me that suffers because it'll be me that gives, and it's me that gets the blood drawn. And I've only just got rid of a scab that's been there for nearly 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, that took ages because I kept catching it all the flipping time. I kept catching it. Oh my gosh. That girl, she likes blood. Blood. Sharon. Good evening, Sharon. She says, hello, everybody. Just popping in. I hope you are well and have a wonderful weekend. Hugs to all that need one with a kiss, kiss. Go and rest. You need your rest. I know you need your rest because you is Sharon that needs a rest. You is a hard-working lady. Go get some rest. Excuse me. Okay, I am going to attempt, and it is an attempt. I'm going to attempt to do crochet again today. I didn't do too bad last time, and I'm like, heck, I might be able to do this on a regular occasion. Well, we'll see. But I have got a lot of work to do on this flipping cardigan, and it is all treble crochet shells, and then one row of singles, and then treble crochet shells. It's a yarn eater. It's a yarn eater. Thankfully, what I'm on right now is the singles, but it will set me up. I mean, they're not singles, it's knit rib, but it will set me up for the weekend where I can possibly get into the trebles again. So I'm dreading doing these trebles, making them into, oh, I did that wrong, making them into shells. And I'm sure it's been asked lots and lots of times by different channels, but I'm curious right now because I don't think I've asked it at all. Or maybe if I have, it was a long, long time ago. What is your worst stitch? What is the one that you will see in a pattern and just go, oh, heck no. No, I've got to change it. Or I'm not doing that. No, I'll pick a different pattern. What's that one stitch that really aggravates you? Sharon says it's going to be gorgeous. I will rest soon. Waiting to hear from Mum first. Okay. Just waiting to hear from Mum. Oh, Beanie's twitching. We okay? We're okay. She was twitching. Doing twitches now. Yeah, this cardigan. Hang on. Let's pull it so I don't pull it out. Oh, itchy eyelid. So I do have armholes right now. For those that don't know, this is going to be a version of the Maya cardigan, which I have put on my posts. And I do have an armhole right now. I don't have arms, but I've got armholes. And this is what we have so far. It's going to be a long project. I'm only on row 11 and I need to do 42 before I do the edging and then do the arms. And with treble crochet shells, it's going to take a little while. But I'll get there. It'll take time, but it'll be worth it. And I'll get there. Laurie! Yes? Are you cooked already on that side? Really? Okay. Well, you can lay down. It's okay. I'm not going anywhere, I promise. I promise. I know. I know. You'll have to move your tail because otherwise you're going to squidge it, you nana. It's going to hurt. You're a silly girl. Sorry. Laurie Stories and Crochet, welcome in. She says hi to everyone. So please say hello back to Miss Laurie because she said hello to you. And I haven't seen many people say hello back to people. So please do. Laurie says I'll be pretty quiet because I have to finish this Tunisian colour work. She has to finish it. She's on a deadline. Sharon says, Khadijah, would you put my dad on the... Oh, did I not put him on? Oh, my gosh. I thought I put him on. Dozy mare. Maybe I put him on and then didn't save it properly. Bear with me, Sharon. I'm so sorry. Yes, I know. What a doofus. Okay. Whoa. There you go. He's definitely on there now. For sure. I see it. It's there. I saved. I updated. I'm a doofus. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Snaily says, I avoid cables in both knitting and crochet. Is that because you've done them and you don't like them? Or they scare you a little bit and it's like, no, I don't want to go down that road. Cindy says, hi, Lisa Beany. I'm in the chat. Me and my sister Teresa. No, just Teresa. It might be Teresa. I'm going with Teresa. I can't remember. I know you just say my sister so often, even in your videos. But I'm going to go with Teresa. If I've got that wrong, then let's try that one again. So Cindy says, hi, Lisa Beany, all in the chat. Me and my sister Teresa are watching on the TV today. Oh, where? I bet I'm really grainy too. I'm grainy on my TV. It's like this sandstorm happening. I don't know why it's like that, because when I'm in StreamYard, it's a little bit clearer. So, but welcome in. Sharon says, don't be silly, it's fine. It's not fine because I really thought I'd put it on already. I haven't seen any of you share your horrible stitches yet. Tell me your horrible stitches. Scrolling down. There's Miss Ivy. Ivy B Creates. Welcome in, Ivy. She says, hello, Lisa. Everyone working in my corner. She's a busy bee, but she said hello to everyone. So please say hello to Miss Ivy. Ivy. She's got a birthday coming up. Apparently, she doesn't want anyone to know what day it is. I know what day it is. Jen knows what day it is. A couple of other people know what day it is, but she doesn't want to tell anyone what day it is. But her birthday's coming up. Scrolly down. Snaily says, I think I've done knitted cables before a lot of years ago, but I can't remember how to do it, and they scare me because they look difficult. They do. And let's be honest, if your mum was in here, she would probably say to you it scared her so much as well. And I did a Cal. When did we do that? 2 years ago? Or is that 3 years ago now? Might have been in 23 that we did the cushion Cal. And your mum was not amused. She was not happy at all. She didn't want to do it. Just like the rest of us at the time, we were all moaning about it because, no, I can't get my head around it. And then before you knew it, she's loving them. She's finding them easy. She likes them. She's loving them. You just got to give it a go. Laurie says, I tried Solomon's knot. It did not go well. Well, that's good because it's Solomon's knot. So the fact that it not well. You did a knot and you did well. No. I don't think I've actually done Solomon's knot. in a project. I don't think. I think I've given it a go maybe once a long time ago, but I don't think I've actually had it in a project. I don't think it would scare me. I wouldn't mind giving it a proper go, but I'm not in any rush to do it, you know? I like the look of it, but I'm not in a rush to do it. Jay Paradis, welcome in, Jay. She says hello to everyone. Please say hello to the Jay. I'm going to take a slurp. I'm so sorry. Before this goes cold, I've got to take a slurp. I'm so sorry. Oh, maybe one more. Just one more. For those inquisitive minds, Earl Grey. So down, Miss Lucy says, I don't like the crab stitch. Funny you should say that. I will interject with this bit. I quite like the crab stitch, personally. I think it's, if you really want to show off the middle of something, having the crab stitch as a border, I quite like, because it gives subtlety, but a definite border, but it puts all the focus on whatever's in the middle. Now, I've got to a point in my Sophie's Garden where literally my next round is all crab stitch. And then after that, it will start becoming a square, thankfully. But yeah, this is getting the crab stitch tomorrow. That'll be fun. It can be awkward. There'll be a lot of this going on. A lot of this. But it'll happen. It'll happen. I've done it twice before on the other ones, and I'll do it on that one. And it's not even an edging. It's just to give a little bit of definition. That's all it is. Miss J says, I just decided to start a poncho. Any particular one? Are we following a channel, or are you doing one that is, no, other people are doing a poncho and it's given me inspiration to do a poncho, but I've chosen my own poncho? What you doing? Ivy says, I don't like the waistcoat. Oh, Zara. Oh, Zara. She doesn't like the waistcoat stitch. Big pass. Ivy, there are so many people in here that will say exactly the same, and I can almost guarantee 2 people that are watching the replay will say exactly the same thing. They absolutely hate it. And I know that one of those people had an amigurumi to do in December that was like a mystery thing. And the first week there was waistcoat stitch, and they tried and they were hurting, and they're like, I'll wait until next week and then I'll put the 2 weeks together and it'll be fine. And the next week was waistcoat, and she found out that the entire lot was going to be waistcoat, and she was like, nope, not doing it this year, forget it. Put her right off. And it was the first time she'd ever experienced waistcoat stitch, and she doesn't want to experience it again. Doris says, I can't think of any stitch other than the little flower stitch at the moment. I wonder why. The little flower stitch. Haven't tried a whole lot of fancy stitches though. For those that haven't seen it yet, I have put a post up. It will be in the Cal Pals email. Oh, on Sunday. That's my postman. Bear with me a second. Excuse me, Beans. I'm sorry. Bear with me. Posty calls. Hang on. I don't know what it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, hello. No. Oh my God, loads.
No problem. There we go.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, you people are going to be so excited. Okay. Okay, I'm so glad this came now, because that means I can show it. But first I've got to finish whatever the heck I was saying. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying now. Oh my gosh. We got finished with the waistcoat stitch. Oh, yes. So with the Cowl Pals, it will be in your email on Sunday when I give you Monday's link. I'm so sorry, Beans. So sorry. But in the post, not like in the mail post, I mean, on my post tab on the channel, you will find ways that may help you with your triangles. I thought I'd already posted it beginning of last week, not this week, and I hadn't, and I was gutted. Posted it today. I'm really hoping it's going to help one or two people. I'm sure it will help me at some point if I remember. But if you are a Cowl Pal, I would highly advise you have a look at the posts. Louise says, your very late birthday package is on the way. Very late. But when I got that email to say that there was something posted, I'm like, but I've already had that. That was ages ago. I don't get it. What's she sending? Forgot about it, sort of. And then your email came through and I'm like, huh? Hang on, there's something in the back of my brain that's going, she's already told you about this. My brain is my brain. I know nothing about anything, and nor does my brain. Thank you, Laurie. Cindy says, I still need to share my story on your post section. Please pray, forgive me for not keeping up with everything right now. It's okay. It's okay. What do you need to keep up with? Life is life, girl. I also wanted to do the cowl, but my plate has been too full. My plate is always full, and that's why I'm a big bird. I need to make the plate smaller and not make so many mountains on the plates because I'm not an ant. Me personally. Laurie also says, I'm with Ivy. Waistcoat is so tedious. It's great for amigurumi, as in it keeps everything in. I get it. For anything else, but with amigurumi, let's face it. Ouch, 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 ouch. That's what waistcoat is. And we've just jumped again. Bear with me while I find you. Where am I? There I am. Laurie, I'm with Ivy. Ivy says, so pretty. What's so pretty? Oh, the Sophie's Garden. It's getting there. We're on... What am I on? I have 12 more rounds before that garden is finished. So yeah, those 12 after the crab stitch all the way around, it will then be formed into a square. Now those 12 rounds go fairly quickly, even though they should take really a long time, but they go fairly quickly. So I mean, I'm not going to get it done by next week. I highly doubt I'm going to get it done by our next live. But maybe. Watch this space. Lucy says, I think it looks nice. Thank you very much. We're almost into white with that. Now, when that cake finishes, the next cake comes out, and I've got to try and work out whether to start from the inside or the outside of the cake. And I really, really hope it's going to be the outside. But I've got to work out how how these squares are going to go on the blanket, and whether a darker colour is up close to other dark colours or stuff. It sounds so complicated. I can't even think of how I'm supposed to say it. Ignore that. I've got a lot of working out to do, but the next cake will be coming along for the next square. Each cake of this stuff makes 3 squares. I can see my breath. Cindy says, wow, that mandala looks amazing. It is a mandala right now. It won't be for long. It will be a square. Soon enough, it will be a square. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Ivy says, tension is everything. It really is everything. And let's face it, I can say what I am, which is kind of pretty much average. I'm not loose. I'm not tight. I'm just like with my tension, which I'm quite grateful for. But no matter who you are, and I am counting myself in this because I am a who, if you're having a particularly off day, your tension may well be tighter. If you're like full of the joys of spring, you may well be a lot looser than normal. Now, granted, if you're already tight, you may well be much tighter. If you're quite loose, you might well be way looser. And this is just kind of another reason why when it comes to things like making pairs of anything, it's always best to do 2 at the same time, which sounds really, really daunting. But you're using the same tension for both at the same time, rather than, well, that one's a little bit longer than that one. I don't know why. They've both got the same amount. It'll be down to your mood, how you're feeling that day, what you're doing, if you're distracted, yada, yada, yada. Our tension does change slightly. So yes, tension is most definitely everything. Jay says, a poncho out of a world crochet book. I have seen the yarn in my stash and was like, yes, fuzzy poncho. I can't remember who's made it. I have got a fuzzy yarn and it's black. I've got a fuzzy yarn in my stash. I've only got 2 skeins of it, and I'm really, really, really debating getting another few skeins to make myself a fuzzy poncho, a black fuzzy poncho. But I'm kind of scared that I might look like a grizzly bear. But that's been on my mind for a little while. Every time I see that fuzzy yarn, because it's like right at the front of the cube. Still debating, but I want to see your fuzzy poncho. I want to see this thing. I want to see what it looks like. Ooh, HD. Welcome in, HD. Maybe she's lurking. She might be lurking. Nice to see you if you are around, miss. Miss Laurie says, yes, the little flower stitch in a triangle is next. It's not that difficult a stitch. It's an easy stitch. I mean, I'm saying this, and on Monday I told you I was going to give it another go because one side is slightly shorter than the other. This is still from Monday. I haven't done it yet. I'm aiming to do it this weekend. I was going to do it today, and I picked up my Sophie's Dream instead and was like, well, I'll do a round or 2 on this, and then I'll do my triangles. And by the time I was ending my second round on my Sophie, it was too dark, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just do it tomorrow. So I'm aiming to do it tomorrow. Di, welcome in Diane Major Crochet. She says, hi, Khadijah, with a hug. Welcome in, Miss Di. How do you do to you? Lucy says, I still need to do this week's triangle. So do I. So do I. And then I need to put them together. I need to join them as well, which is kind of the easy bit, really. But I need to do this week's too. Yep. This is called lazyitis. Procrastinatorous. Laurie says, hubby just called from Costco. That's supermarket. I'm so excited. They had the British Heinz beans, 6 tins for $7.90. Woo! $7.99. Let me see how much Heinz beans are. I have not seen how much Heinz beans are for a little while. I don't think I've bought Heinz beans for years because I'll get the store-bought ones because, you know, bargains. Let me see how much they are over here. Heinz beans are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the more you eat. The more you sit on the toilet seat. Okay. 12 cans are £10. 8 cans are £6.75, which is what, about eight and a bit dollars, maybe $9 almost. A 4-pack, you're looking about a quid per can, really. So you haven't done too bad there at all. You've done pretty much spot on what we're pricing ours at. So well done. Miss HD says, hi everyone, after a long time, I miss you. Everyone's busy with family and some other works. And then she does a boop, 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 boop. Nice to see you, Miss HD. And welcome in. Welcome in. I hope that real life is for good busy. I hope. Perp, there she is. Good evening, Perp. She says, hello, Khadijah and beautiful Beansy. Nothing. Not even a whisker twitch. Nothing. Perp, I was telling your offspring about cables and how much you hated the thought of them when we started. Because she says cables are her worst stitch. Lucy says, does anybody want some snow? This week I could do some snow. I don't mind some snow this week. Next week, no thank you. But this week, yeah, you can send some over here. Thank you very much. I wouldn't mind a little bit. Sarah wants some too. Squid down. Pep says, my knitting tension has changed. Knitting a sock while watching a film. That film must have been intense. Not in a tent, like tent. I mean, like intense. Laurie says, Costco is like a buy in bulk grocery. Oh, so it's one of those where you need to be like a member thing and you go with your card. And if you've got a card, you can shop there. If you haven't got a card, get out, kind of thing. Can't remember what we call ours. We've got one of those that's quite well known, but I don't know it. I've never been. We had, when I was really young, we used to come, actually weirdly, to this town, which was a good 40 minutes drive, just to go to this place called For You. And it was so random. You'd walk in and one week you might have tents and baked beans. The next week you might have Barbie dolls and and plumbing rings. It was just so random. Like if you wanted something, you better buy it there and then, because it's almost guaranteed it won't be there the following week. But I used to love that place. I used to love it. And it burnt down and then became 4U2 when it got rebuilt. I don't know why we had a card for it, because my mother definitely didn't work in a place that needed bulk buying of anything. But anyway. HD says, I love the yarn community, but I am busy with family, so I'm not able to attend lives nowadays. I'm glad you are busy with family, because family are important. Jay says, right now it's just a fuzzy light brown caterpillar. I'm halfway done row 1. Fuzzy caterpillar. Okay. Oh, no, wait a minute. You know what? I'm going to wait until after the link drops to show you what's in this bag. You guys can get a sneak peek of what's in this bag. And we're blaming Perp for what's in the bag as well, because we need to blame somebody, and we're going to blame Perp for this one. Anyway, I'm supposed to be doing this crochet, and I don't know where I am right now. Where am I? Did I do that one? Oh my gosh. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. There we go. Now, are you that stitch or are you that stitch? I can't tell which stitch you are. You know what? I'm going to start that again, because I don't know which stitch I am. I have no clue. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am half the time when I'm not crocheting, let alone when I am and semi-distracted. Oh my gosh. Miss J is using alpaca yarn I got from Joanne's bankruptcy. Alpaca. How often have you used alpaca? Now, you say about this furry poncho, and I've said to you, I really want to make a fuzzy poncho, but I'm kind of worried about what I'll look like with it. Mine is definitely not natural. It's that proper furry yarn that you'd use for like trim or maybe amigurumi, but I want to make it into a poncho. Miss Riggles says, I've sent a picture of sheep I finger crocheted. Ooh, give me a second. Let me just finish this shell and I will grab it. Miss Riggles hasn't told me which stitch she hates. There's a couple of you that haven't told me which stitch you hate. Zara, there must be a stitch that you hate. Did I tell you my stitch? I can't remember if I've told you the stitch I hate. I can't remember. Give me a mo. Oh, I've got to bring the wheel up. Okay. Got to bring the wheel. The wheel of super. We are putting Miss Christine on the wheel, who is very busy with work right now and will be watching the replay. Miss Christine is on the wheel. We're going to save it. And this, remember, is getting spun next week. And right now we have Christine, Lucy, and Perp. There's only 3 of you on the wheel. There's only 3 of you on the wheel. Oh my gosh. Well, that's some good odds. That's some good odds. Okay, now. Ooh. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Right, Miss Riggles, let me see. Oh, do you know what he looks like? Bless him. There used to be a gentleman that I used to look after called Reverend Bearman. And everyone hated shaving him except me. I was so happy to shave him because he had such thick, deep jowls, and you'd have to kind of give him a facelift to be able to shave him. And this sheep is making me think of Mr. Bearman. Let me just get it there and we'll share the screen. So this is a finger knitted sheep. From Miss Riggles. Look, he's like, he's got his jowls. It's making me think he's got his jowls. Am I alone on that one? I may well be alone. It wouldn't surprise me. It's so cute. Is this going for a particular person, or did you just fancy making a sheepsies? Sheepsies. The sheepsies. I think it's quite cute. Sheepsies with the jowlsies. Oh. No, can't do that. Okay. Wait, I need to find where I am. There I am. Okay. Back in. I like it, Miss Riggles. Reminds me of Mr. Bearman. Perhaps says it's Costco here as well. Oh, but you have to have a business to get a card. I had forgotten ours was Costco as well. I really had. I could have sat here for absolutely ages, days, weeks, and still not come up with Costco. I couldn't remember that. Sarah says, I don't hate any stitch. Really? Not in knitting or crochet? You quite enjoy doing any stitch? You have no problem? Really? Not one little teeny weeny bit? Slug, welcome in, Slug. How do you do? Demetra says hello to everyone with a howdy partner and a hug. Welcome in. How's the snow over there, my dear? Riggles says it's mine. I took too much effort. It's too much effort to give away. Oh, don't give it to Teddy then, because there'll be nothing left of it. And how are things with you, by the way, miss? We haven't had a medical update for a little while. Oh, look at Laurie calling Diane. Oh, how dare you? How very dare you? Okay, so if you guys are finished doing your worst stitch, the one that you really hate, what is your favorite stitch right now? And how has that changed? If you can remember, how has that changed? You know, you can say, oh, well, when I first started, this was my favorite stitch, but I'm leaning more toward this one now, as an example. Riggles says, I dislike cross stitch, but I don't hate any. You're not overly keen on cross stitch? I think for me, I don't hate it, but with cross stitch, I'm not overly keen on back cross because it just seems pointless. To me, it seems pointless unless you're doing like quite a large item that you want it front cross and you want all the diagonals, one particular diagonal on the front, then you'd have to do the back cross. But I don't mind cross stitch so much. I'm not overly keen on the treble cross stitch, but I definitely can see where you're coming from with the cross stitch thing. We may well have that in the triangles. It's on the list. Di says, the nerve. I know. How very dare she? I thought we'd established this quite a while ago now. How very dare she? Brown caterpillar sounds like you're already done. Yeah, she's done an amigurumi instead of the poncho. She's finished. Miss Slug says, snow up to my waist in some parts. Flipping heck. It's that deep now? Wow. Is it still fluffy though, or is it kind of rock solid? That's something I've wondered quite a few times when I've seen you guys with the extremely thick stuff. I've wondered if that is so cold that it is basically not snow anymore, it's ice, or if it's still kind of fluffy and crunchy when you try and walk on it. Try. Miss J says, lol, Laurie, I wish I could crochet that fast. Well, you did. You crocheted caterpillars so quickly. But we've got to see it, which is a good point. The cracking the whips will be next week. So you have got 7 days to get me your whip picks. Your whip picks. We didn't have one through December because, you know, it was a busy time for everybody. So we didn't have a cracking the whips in December, but we've got one for January. And at the moment, got one person. And actually, that's Jay. Jay needs to either show me her whip that has formed a bit more or the finished article, because I've only got a whip from Jay right now, which would mean a very, very quick cracking the whips video. So get your whips in. Get your whips in, get your whips in, get your whips in for the lads. Does snail need a spade? Probably. Riggles says, my weight is fluctuating. My breathing is the same. Having more pain, keep pulling muscles or getting Charlie horse. Wow. With your weight, stop eating cookies. Oh, you make me drool every time you're making cookies. Oh my gosh. Stop making cookies. The good thing is you've got Teddy as a great excuse to leave the house and get out, and, you know, Teddy needs the loo every now and again, and it gives you a chance to stretch your legs and get out as well. It's just the pain that you've got to push through a little bit, but don't exceed it because you're going to make yourself worse. But you've got to try and push yourself that little bit, because if you don't, like me, you end up going and flipping backwards, which that ain't no good. But I've got faith in you, girl. There's somebody else in here who is trying their best to lose weight, and they're doing blooming brilliantly at it. And they had no faith in themselves to begin with, but they're pushing on, and they'll have me poking them on a regular basis as well. But, you know, keep it in your mind that as you do lose your weight, it's going to make the pain a lot less. It's going to make breathing easier. It's going to give you that little bit more stamina. You'll have a bit more get up and go. Miss Sarah says, crochet in the 3rd loop. I find it a bit difficult. I love cables, knit and crochet. The 3rd loop. I think I did a tutorial on 3rd loop, I think. Unless that was just a particular stitch that was done in the 3rd loop. I think a lot of the time when it says to do the 3rd loop in patterns that I've done, it tends to say to do it in the 3rd loop on the chain. And I'm like, but that would make no sense whatsoever. It would make no difference whatsoever. I don't think I've done an actual pattern stitch where I've needed to go in the 3rd loop for a long time. But in the chain, yeah, that's a regular thing. And I just do not see the point. I think that's complete and utter nonsense. Or maybe I'm just not getting it. But my personal opinion with that one. I've jumped again. Give me a second. There we go. Right. Miss Slug says the snow is fluffy. If you fall in it, it's soft. Well, that's a bonus. That's a bonus. That's one thing that really not upsets me as such, but is disheartening about when we get fluffy snow that is untouched. When you do touch it, it's just, it's ice. It's horrible. When it's freshly falling, lovely. You leave it alone, it turns to ice. Horrible. And it cuts you. And it hurts. And you wouldn't want to be falling in it. And we've jumped again. Oh my gosh. What is it with the jumping? There we go. Oh, Beany's dreaming. The bean is in a dream. Laurie says it's so dry and cold. Our tiny snow today, you could wave your hand and it will blow away. Oh, but a good portion of the USA had really deep snow. I mean, we're not talking waist deep, but I know a lot of places around the UK have had quite thick snow. I haven't. I've had a little bit of icing sugar just powdered on and very quickly melted away. It didn't last long at all. Hardly anything there and gone pretty quickly. Again, I'm quite lucky where I live because I don't really get the extremes of weather, thankfully. Jay says it's going to be -7 degrees tomorrow at 7 a.m. That's -21 centigrade. Nope. Did I say that last week? Did I say that last week, or did I say that in someone's comment? I only found out recently that even though people here in the UK, we can turn around and say, oh my gosh, it is so flipping freezing cold. It's -2. People in America and Canada are in their like -22 centigrade are like, is that all? That's warm. I'd get my swimming kit on for that. What I found out is actually we kind of have it worse off because our air is damp, and wet, cold, cold, wet is way worse and feels a lot colder, and it hurts. It cuts your skin. I mean, I knew it cut your skin, but, you know, I didn't know it was like feeling colder or, you know, a lot nastier, as it were, more bitter. It's quite nasty. But I only found that out recently. Shall I take a picture of Whip Mountains? Whip Mountains. She has multiple mountains. Oh my god. Oh, Lucy. Have you got Burton Doris's complication of startitis? Oh dear. Oh, Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Dear me. Riggles says, I don't eat the cookies, I just make them. You said last week that you were making cookies, and I said, who are they going to? Are they going to the neighbours? And you said, no, not going to anyone. But you made them for someone. And heck, you've always got to have at least one of the cookies that you make, because you've got to make sure it tastes okay, so you're not poisoning other people. You see? Got to make sure. Did I use the sugar or did I use the salt? Got to make sure. I haven't made cookies for a long time. I ought to make cookies again soon. It's been a while. Jay says, no, I got into an argument with that whip. So it's in the corner in timeout, Khadijah. Okay. Does that mean I better not show it then? Is it that bad? I thought filet was going to be nice and easy and work up really, really quick, and we'd practically have a faux out of you. Apparently, it's a corner ornament right now. Laurie says something, and then I jumped, so bear with me. There it is. Oh, give me a second. Hang on. Cold Earl Grey. Laurie says, I hated the third loop too until I went up a couple of hook sizes, and then it was easier for me to be able to see, and then I got used to it, and then I could go back down to a normal hook size. It's a good tip. It's a very good tip, Miss Laurie. Thank you very much. She says, I think my favourite stitch used to be double crochet, but now I really like stitch combinations like the lemon peel stitch. I remember the first time that I was asked what my favourite stitch was, and that was on, this needs to be in the timestamps, by the way, because I'm mentioning the channel. That was over at Triple C and Joe Show. Creatively created crochet. Creatively created crochet. She may well have changed the name, I don't know. But yeah, they asked me what my favourite stitch was, and back then my favourite stitch was the extended single crochet, which sounds really weird. I then went to half double crochet, and then after that I think it was crocodile stitch, and then it was Jacob's ladder. And then what was the one before this? There was one between crocodile and this one. I can't remember what it was. Oh my gosh. But right now, I can say that my favourite stitch is the knit rib stitch. I love it. Absolutely love it. I 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 love it a lot. Miss Mayfly, how do you do? Long Call Woman does a witties and says, I'm a little south of Laurie, about a day's drive. We've got cold. Oh, so cute. Oh. Oh. She says, we have cold rain only so far, but tonight and tomorrow will be very different, apparently. Very different. In what way? When you say cold rain, do you mean cold rain or do you mean sleet? Found out recently, not many people even know what sleet is, which that really, really did surprise me. But welcome in. Jeanette! Miss Jeanette is swatching. Silently watching. Is that what it is? Casting on a mitten. Happy Friday. She's swatching. She's lurking. She's a lurking gherkin. We've got a couple of lurking gherkins in here. But welcome in, Miss Jeanette. Swatching. What are you? Oh, okay. Not a project. All right. Gotcha. Miss Slug says minus 36 centigrade tonight. Whack. I haven't even looked what tonight's weather is. I think maybe we're on like 2 or 3 degrees. Let's have a look. What are we going to be tonight? No good looking right now. Let's have a look. Tonight we are going to 4 degrees. No, that's wrong. Can't be 4 degrees. Yeah, 4 degrees. 4 degrees. With a humidity of 91. Yeah, we haven't been too bad with the cold weather the past few days. It's been really, for this year, fairly mild, at least where I am. I was chopped into a woman at the bus stop a couple of days ago. Or was that yesterday? Anyway, whenever it was, I was chopped into her about the weather. And she said about it being quite mild for this time of year. And by the time I got to town, my jacket was open. I was so hot. Oh my gosh. And then walking around just made me even hotter. So by the time I came back to the bus stop to come home, my jacket was off. I was just in a t-shirt and I was quite all right. And it wasn't just me. I'm not just the only weirdo. But there were a few people that it's like, oh my gosh, aren't you cold? And then I'm thinking, well, no, because I'm not. And there's me in a t-shirt. I mean, hello. They granted, I think a tank top and shorts was a little bit much for one of the people, but yeah. Jay says it's 50% humidity average here through the winter. 50% is not bad. It's not bad. Laurie says, yes, when you have the humidity, it's bone chilling. Yes, it is. Oh, breaks. Oh, the break in the chat. Okay. Perhaps says, all my whips fit in one cupboard. How big is the cupboard? Zav says, please no more chatting. Let's drop some creator links. So we'll hold off for the chat for the moment. And then we'll get back to the chat in a bit. We'll do the creators link drops. Mayfly says, funny story, my dad and I decided to make a blueberry pie. Blueberry. We couldn't figure out why it wasn't getting sweeter. Then Mum came in and showed us we were adding so much sugar. Oops. People are still chatting. Hang on with the chatting. Moved OS HTC has always been my favorite since I learned it, and the C2C is one of my favorites. And when you did that HTC C2C tutorial, it was over. Oh, heck. Sorry. Did I really bugger it up that much? Oh, I'm sorry. Where Mayfly is, it's so much more humid, so it'll be super cold and icy. Not nice. Raining and the temperature is 45. I don't know what that is. No chatting, says Zara. Please, let's do the link drops for the creators. See, Jay says, it's so warm, Khadijah, 4 degrees. I know. It's mild. I didn't say it wasn't. It was her fault for not labeling her containers. Yep. Blame Mum. Right, let's do some creator link drops. And then I've got something good to show you. Something good to show you. So as we are talking stitches, well, we may as well go with the old traditional yarn ball. If you are a creator and you would like your link dropping in the chat, please put the yarn ball emoji in the chat and then start typing out your advert. The advert being you trying to sell your channel, but don't press enter. Don't press enter. You know your channel. You know what's happening on your channel. You know if there's anything funky coming up on your channel. You are the best person there is to sell your channel. So in your advert, make sure you let us know what type of channel it is and sell it to us. There's bound to be 1 or 2 people that are in here right now or even watching the replay that don't know who you are. Maybe. Let them know. Sell it. Don't press enter, but get your advert typed out. And then in a couple of minutes, I will say your name. You can type enter or tap send. And then Zara will drop your link. And when Zara's dropped your link, anyone who isn't can come and have a nosy at your channel. So make sure you sell your channel well. Oh, okay. Let me finish me Earl Grey. Me Earl Grey. I know we've got Slug. We've got Laurie. We've got Zara. There may be a Pam lurking. Maybe Ivy is lurking. Maybe Cindy is lurking. All creators. I wonder if they've put a... Do I still have the receipt? Yes, I do. Okay. You have got, oh heck, nearly 30 seconds left. Gosh, that time went quick. So make sure you've got your advert ready, because I'm going to start momentarily. I might be able to get this shell finished before I say the first person. Gosh, there's a lot of hubbub going on outside right now. Come on. Yeah, now I'm late for saying the people's names, but I've really got to finish this shell. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me finish this shell. One more stitch to do. And that is the shell done. Okay. We have got Laurie. If you'd like to drop your advert, please. And if you do drop it and I don't say anything, it's because YouTube has eaten it. But it's there. Laurie Stories and Crochet. I tell funny stories from my classroom and my life. I share my crochet makes, yarn, and fun stuff. This weekend in lives and the replays and next Friday's video, prizes to win, including international prizes, because she's doing 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers stroke monetization stroke. And there is her link. So please go over and say howdy do. It's completely free. Thank you very much, Laurie. Next, it jumped, so I've got to go up slightly. There we go. Next, we have Zara. If you'd like to drop your advert, Miss Zara, please. Think Crochet. Hello, everyone. Zara here. Zara here. This is my little channel. I share whips and foes. Occasionally you get to see nature as well. My latest video shows beautiful cats I saw at the cat show. Please stop by my channel. And Zara has dropped her own link. So go and have a nosy, please. Who was the other one? Let's scroll up. We've got Cindy. Miss Cindy, please drop your advert. The little kitty cats etiquette show. Oh, I can't open it. Oh, that's meaty. Just waiting for Cindy. Did Cindy drop and YouTube ate it? We ain't got nothing yet. Cindy, if you did drop it and it ate it, can you let us know? YouTube does get hungry every now and again. Okay. You did drop it. Okay. In that case, you got eaten by the YouTubes. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much, Zara. So Zara has dropped Miss Cindy's link. Thank you very much, Zara. I'm so sorry you got eaten by the YouTubes. He gets hungry. I'm so sorry. But thank you very much to you guys for sharing your channels. Beany is up, which means that it must be treat time. So we'll do that. Chat is open. Please go over and say hello to the ladies. You never know what you might find, really. Although on two of the channels, you'll definitely see cats. Okay. And you're going to see a cat right now because we're going to do some treatses. Treatses for the beanses. Come on. Up. Okay. I need to show you to prove that I haven't killed you off. And you can't even see anything. Oh my gosh. Come on up then. There you go. There you go. Okay. Ow. Please take your claw around my little finger. Oh, you B word. So evil with those claws. The chat's open. You're allowed to talk again. Claws, missus. Ow! You sliced me in exactly the same flipping place again, woman. You are so mean. It's not just be gentle with your gob. You got to be gentle with your clauses. Every last crumb, huh? Oh. Okay, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Ah! Right, one more, and then we're done. Right. Oh. Such a mean bean. Oh, gosh, I didn't even get it out. Don't eat my fingers. Are you good? Are you done? Finished? Was it nice? Please tell me that worked. Please tell me it worked. Tell me it worked. Please tell me it worked. Please tell me it worked. Somebody tell me that you can see me. Ah, there I am. Thank you, Jeanette. See, now I don't know. Like, I know the chat disconnected, which is weird. Zara tells me I'm frozen. I'm like, no, I'm quite warm, actually. And I dared to refresh the page. I dared to refresh the page. Amazingly, it worked. But I don't know where I got up to. So somebody is going to have to let me know where I got up to. Did you see the bag that came from Mr. Posty a little while ago? Did you get that far before I froze up? Where did I get to? Let me catch up on chat while I get to there. Let me put my specs on. Let's have a look. So we did the drops. So I says, thank you. You're welcome. Jeanette said, I subbed, ladies. I look forward to watching. Thank you very much, Jeanette. There you go. Slug says, wow, she loves those treats. Yes, she does. Not quite as much as the meat sticks, but yes, she does. And I love my own blood in my body, but Beany is quite certain that the claws need to draw my blood out of my body. Cindy says, so I retyped it again and it was blocked on your end. Not sure why. We don't know either. Just YouTube eats stuff a lot. Doris says, I meant the half double crochet corner to corner is now my most favorite stitch, along with the hag stitch from Ryan the Yarn Hag. Gotcha. I thought my tutorial had bugged it all up for you. Cindy is sub to everybody. Thank you very much. Cindy says, I think the live stream died. Something died. Lucy says, spinning away. So have a great weekend, everyone. Lucy's run away. Doris says, it's frozen. Jeanette says, Cindy, I was just going to ask in case it was just me. It's normally me that gets that. Laurie gives hugs. Doris says, love y'all. And Nightbot says, self-love is the source of all our other loves. Cindy says, or we're sucked in a black hole. Zara says, I thought my internet was bad and was refreshing. Khadijah is sorting it. Yes, I sorted it. Jeanette says, there you are. Here I am. And Laura's still there. Doris says, yeah, you're back. I'm back. Drim, welcome in, Drim. Good evening. He says, hi, my lovely. I see you. Howdy. Ellie. She says, hi, Lisa, and everyone in the chat with some yarn ball and some love. Welcome in. The last thing you saw was Beany having a treat. Oh, heck. Okay, well, I've got things to show you then. Okay. I see you. I hear you. Good. You fed Beany a treat. No, she had 4 treats in the end. Beany after the last treat. Okay. No package yet, so you haven't seen the package. So I've got stuff to show you. My comments disappeared. Then Lisa disappeared. It's all Cindy's fault. That's it. We're blaming Cindy. It's Cindy. We're blaming Cindy. Jim says, checking in to say hi all, and of course, making you sure I won't send pics. So you're online. I had to say hi. Thank you very much, Mr. Drum. I hope your evening goes well. Doe says, not your fault, Cindy. Yes, it is. It's all Cindy's fault. All Cindy's fault. Or were we blaming Teresa? YouTube is hormonal. It's definitely one way of putting it. Yes. Cindy says, I seriously needed a laugh. Thanks for brightening my day, Khadijah. Ladybird cheese. You blame her and she still loves you. Yay, package. Jim says, but I behave. YouTube got hungry and tried to eat Khadijah. Yeah, I'm too fat for YouTube. Okay, so I've got to have glasses off again so I can show you. So we have Woolly Wednesday coming up on the 4th of February. Our last winner for Woolly Wednesday was Knitting Purple, and that is why we are blaming Perp for this little segment in the live, because she asked for me to go shopping with the £30 for Woolly Wednesday at the Wool Factory. Now, this looks exciting until you hear the details. So this is what I've got from the Wool Factory. But that's not all for Woolly Wednesday. So I have actually got one gift in here. I've got one thing for me. I've got Woolly Wednesday, and somebody said quite some time ago, if you go to the Wool Factory again, can you let me know? I let them know and they've ordered something as well. So I can't show the gift and I can't show the item that is for the other items for the other person. So just because I've shown you that bag, that's the biggest bag of yarn I've ever had, ever. It's not all for Woolly Wednesday, but I will show you Woolly Wednesdays. Now, you guys are getting a sneak peek. Everyone else won't get to see it until the 4th of February. Now, usually on Woolly Wednesday or for Woolly Wednesday, I try my best to pick out natural stuff. You always get 2 of something, but I really try to look for the natural fibres. Well, I didn't do that. This is the first time, maybe in a long time, that I've gone to the Wool Factory, and my head just went mainly because I was trying to make sure I was getting the right thing for the person that wanted certain things. And I was like, oh, actually, that'd be good for here. Oh, yeah, we'll get one of those. And so whatever I show you, yes, there's going to be 2 of. But we are most definitely blaming Perp because it's Perp that chose the Wool Factory. So you guys get the sneak peek. It is not naturals, but I'll tell you how much things are. And the first thing is something that I've never, ever done on the Woolly Wednesday before, and that is I got t-shirt yarn. T-shirt yarn. This stuff is heavy. This is heavy. This is 600 grams recycled cotton. See, I did kind of do the natural thing, but there's 10% polyester in there. This is made in Turkey. It's a super bulky 6 because it's a t-shirt yarn, but it doesn't tell me the color. Does it say the color on here? It might do. Oh, random. Okay, so it's a 700. Wait, no, it's 600. On here it says approximately 500 to 700 gram ball. Well, this says 600, so I'm going with 600. But it's random pick. And the bad thing is, because I did 2 of random pick, I got 2 different colours, which is a bit of a pain in the backside. But we have this one, which I would say is grey, but it's got that tinge, and I do mean tinge in this light, of being on the slightly grey side. But we have that one, and the other one that they gave us actually goes quite well with it because it is black. Even though it doesn't show as black on there, it is black. We have a black one and we have a grey one, and this is 600 as well. So we've got those 2. This is for Woolly Wednesday on the 4th of February. The next thing, I can't show you that because that's the gift. The next thing is, oh, this is Woolly Wednesday, isn't it? I'm so sorry, Perp, you're going to have to look away. If you're still in here, Perp, look away. Look away. So the next thing is, it doesn't even tell you the colour on it. These don't have a ball band, but we have 2 hanks of what I would call moss green. And it doesn't even say what it's made of. But I'm going to say it's got some wool in it. I wonder if it's on the website still. Let me just have a quick look because it's not saying on the receipt. Please still be on there. Please. Please. Come on. And now my PC's playing up. Really? Really? Oh my gosh. Flipping YouTube has spread its juck on me. Okay. So these are 100% acrylic, which I'm quite surprised at because they don't feel like they're acrylic. But it's quite soft. Not like, oh my gosh, it's so soft. But they are quite soft. But there's 2 of those. Okay, Perp, you can look again. So next is not that one. This one, which I'm kind of gutted now because of that thingy. This one is... This is Signet Marshmallow Pie in the colour Milky Way. So in the centre you have black, you have light grey, you have a medium grey, and you have a slightly darker grey. Marshmallow DK by Signet in the colour Milky Way. It's 150 grams. 540 meters, 590 yards. I forgot to tell you about the hanks. So the hanks, 100-gram hank, approximately 280 meters on the hanks. I don't know how much is on the t-shirt yarn. No idea because it doesn't even say on there. But this is 100% acrylic, and there are 2 of those. Of course, because Woolly Wednesday, you get 2 of everything. Next, we have... I thought it was nice and bright and lovely. This is good old-fashioned DK funky prints. This is 100% acrylic, 100 grams, 228 meters. And this one doesn't tell you what colour it is. It's a rainbowy colour. We have got light blue, medium blue, royal blue, yellow, mint. We have fuchsia. We have red. We've got anything else that I'm missing? Oh, we've got like a sunflower yellow as well. So there's 2 different shades of yellow in there. But we've got this nice, bright, rainbowy one. Of course, 2 of, obviously. We have got... Oh, Pat, there is one for you. Well, not for you, because, you know, it's for Woolly Wednesday. We have got Hayfield Soft Twist. Now, Hayfield Soft Twist is in the colour Damson. Damson. And it is Damson colour. 100 grams, 325 metres or 354 yards, approximately. And that is DK. 90% acrylic, 10% merino wool. I found another natural one without even realising it. But that's that. Of course, 2 of those. Of course. We have got I'm gutted. Another one in grey. another one in grey. We've gone very grey. What the heck? I mean, I've got the rainbow one because I'm like, everyone goes kind of dull and winter colours. Let's bring it bright and get the rainbow. And then there's me coming out with loads of grey. This is the Wool Factory's Next Generation DK. Next Generation because it's 100% recycled fibre. It's 100 grams. And this is in the colour Grey Fleck. It is 85% recycled acrylic, 15% recycled polyester, and is approximately 200 metres or 218 yards, approximately. So there's two of those. To be fair, I think the winner of the Woolly Wednesday this time round has got a heck of a lot coming to them. What the heck? I got myself something. It's only something little, but this is what I got me. This is what I got me. Because it's so fuzzy. I got myself. This is the Wool Factory Fur Baby. Luxe Fur Super Chunky 50 grams. Now this is in the colour Blue Cream. Is there anything I didn't say? 27 metres or about 29 yards approximately. 100% soft polyester. So we have two blues on there and a slightly off-white. No, there's, one, two, yeah, three blues. And a slightly off-white because it's mine. That's what I got myself. It's exciting, isn't it? Oh, so exciting. Oh no, there's one more. One more. And the ball bands have come off. There's one more for Woolly Wednesday. What's going on with the ball bands? Why did the ball bands come off? So this is the last one for Woolly Wednesday. This is the Wool Factory Fuzz DK. This is in the colour Terracotta. And I'll be honest, on my screen, it looks way more terracotta than it does in reality. This actually looks, in reality, more like a slightly dusky pink. And it's like a mild effect on it. 100 grams. Recycled acrylic, 50%. Recycled cotton, 30%. Recycled polyester, 20%. It's approximately 230 metres on this. But both of them, the ball band snapped. So they must have got overly squished in the bag. But there's two of them as well. So for Woolly Wednesday, whoever wins, the rest is, yeah, that's all hers. Whoever gets the Woolly Wednesday for February, you're in for a treat. So believe me, it's going to be subscribers only. I'm not doing this one open to everybody. This is for the subscribers only. But I'm going to kill the cat. The only way that I can do this is because of the members. I have £30, 30 Great British pounds to spend, and that has to include the postage. Absolutely anywhere. And the Wool Factory was chosen this time, but if I can't see that happening, but if I were to ever get 42 members, I will then get £40 worth, Great British pounds worth of wool for Woolly Wednesday. Bear with me, I'm letting the cat out before she digs a hole. Do you need a wee whiz? Need a wee whiz? You going? Don't stand there like a doofus. Where you go? Are you going in or out? I'm going to kill the cat. I'm going to kill the cat. Yes, I am going to kill the cat. I'm going to kill the cat. Okay, now put my glasses back on. So yes, I think this is probably, thanks to Perp, the biggest Wool Wednesday giveaway we've had, because the bargains on there were blooming amazing. Which is why that bag's so big, because the person that wanted stuff from Wool Factory had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of stuff. You guys, you've seen how much you guys are getting, and my little 2 little 50-gram things. I couldn't afford anything else. That was my thing, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'll probably use it as a hat trim for me, even though I don't really wear hats. But I kind of fancy a furry hat trim because I've never done that on one of my own hats before. So that may well be what happens. But yeah, someone is in for a treat. Right, I'm scrolling up. Somehow I've got to catch up. Somehow. Right, where am I? YouTube, it's all mine. Okay, there we go. Right. Scroll down. Jim says, almost got nasty with your tails. My tails? Wait. Jim says he was going to behave. Don't believe him. Joe says, yay, packages, yay. But I behave. I see that. Doris says, yay, Perp. We're blaming Perp. Jim says, nothing that can't be handled. So, you know, he, I know. Oh, he's so bad. It's like having Joe in here. Gosh, can you imagine both Jim and Joe in the same chat? Uwek. That's it. Uwek. Miss Laurie says, that's a little tiny bag. It's a little tiny bag, huh? Does it even say how much the weight is on there? 5.5 kilos, that bag. 5.5 kilos. I mean, that t-shirt yarn, let's face it, that's nearly 2 kilos right there. Pep says, I wanted to pick somewhere different, and you did, and I went. Doris says, wow. I don't know what she was wowing at, but yeah, stuff. Doris says this segment is brought to you by Perp. Well, kind of. It's brought to you really by the members, because if it weren't for the members, I wouldn't be able to do the giveaway for you guys. Doris says, who loves a sneak peek? Ellie says, nice colour. That might, oh, wait, which? Hello? Oh, bear with me a second. Hang on. This is a rarity. Bear with me. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Perp. Nice colour. I don't know which one that is, but I'm just sorry there's so much grey in there. I was not expecting so much grey. I'm so sorry. Doris says, recycle, reduce and reuse. Exactly. Exactly. See, I was semi-thinking. I was trying to be nice. Laurie says, T-shirt yarn is interesting and very easy to make. Hello, Beanses. You want to go out again? Oh, you're being a pain in the butt. Okay. Joe says, is T-shirt yarn like the Woobles yarn and good for beginners? It's not like the Woobles yarn. Good for beginners? Probably not. Just purely because it can become its natural self, which is flat. So I'd say no. Oh, wait, somebody wants to go on the wheel. Do we have her in chat? Maybe. Bear with me. I'm putting somebody on the wheel. Bear with me. So there's the wheel. And we are putting Miss Oodly Caboodly on. Oodly Caboodly. Sort and save. If you're in here, Oodly, I know I'm not down in the chat yet, but if you're in here, thank you so much. If you're not in here, I'll have to thank you afterwards. But thank you. Perp says they look nice together. The black and the grey, they go quite well. I'm quite chuffed that the random worked out, really. Di says, oh, a hank. Not just one hank. 2. Oh, 4, really? 4. Perp wants to chuck up. I did say, look away. I did say, I warned you. Ellie says, I love that colour. There's Oodly. Okay, so Oodly is in here. Welcome in, Oodly, and thank you very much. Oodly Caboodly says, hi, my Lisa Ladybird. Welcome in, Oodly Caboodly. Beany doesn't know what she wants to do. Bear with me, because I might have to open the curtain for her. She's huffing and puffing. I've got to open the curtain. Hang on. Oh, my gosh. This cat. I will kill you tomorrow when you've forgotten about it. Go on, then. Go on, then. I can't stand here all day opening the curtain. Go on. Gee whiz, girl. Sorry. Ellie says, gorgeous. Perp says, bright. So I don't know what any of these are referring to because I was too busy showing you to read the chat. Doris says, so pretty. Oodly Caboodly says, blanket, hello. Let's go down. Doris says, love that colour. I don't know which colour it is. Perp says, that purple was just to cancel out the green. There's some damson purple in there. Doris says, oh, fuzzy little thing for Khadijah. I could put googly eyes on it. Could take it to bed to cuddle. Doris said they were all stuffed in the bag. They were stuffed very, very well. Miss Perp says they stripped in the bag. The naughty yarn they did. Some of these things, you know, you got to watch out for them. Perp says, what did you think to the Wool Factory website? It's been a long time since I've been on there, but I'd forgotten how good it is if you just want bits and bobs and you don't need like 20 of whatever. It wasn't bad. I can't remember how much the postage was, but yeah, granted, my head was a little bit all over the place because I was looking for somebody else as well, but quite enjoyed it. Doris says, oh no, cat murder. But she's been quite nice today, to be fair. Laurie says, oof, that's still smaller than my big fatty cat. You do have a big cat. I wouldn't have called it a fat cat, but it's a big cat. He's about 7 kilos. Beany is now about 4-ish kilos. She's lost a kilo in the past year. So she's about 4 kilos now. Lois says, tiny bag. I meant huge bag. I know what you meant. Doris says, our dog is 57 pounds. I know that because Tuesday he got some grapes that were accidentally left out and we took him to the emergency ER. Wait, what? After another follow-up, his lab numbers are just fine. I thought dogs could eat grapes. I thought they were fine with grapes. I'm so confused. Perp says, Laurie, my cat is 3.5 kilos, so just a little bit smaller than Beans's. And Beans's was a runt of the litter. Oodley says, yep, I'm crocheting, but I'm here. Welcome in, Oodley. Teresa. Welcome in, Miss. Triple T says, hello, Khadijah, Lisa Ladybird, the wavies, and the Ladybird, and the blue heart. Welcome in, Miss. Howdy do to you. Scroll down. Triple T says, sorry I'm late. I was watching Stray Kids videos. Oh, she went down a rabbit hole. It's gonna happen. My other cat is normal sized, 3.5. Yes, I apologize. I had to take that call. He's still in the call. Hunter has a very, 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 very poorly phone that can't be fixed at all. We can't have video call anymore. And half the time when he opens his phone, it shuts off. He's tried having it fixed, but it didn't work. And it's very rare now that I get to hear anything from him. So the fact that he was able to actually phone, the miracle. So I had to take the call. So I'm so sorry. Otherwise, normally I'd just go, decline, you can wait a minute. So I'm really, really sorry. That was very rude of me, but it had to be done. So I'm sorry. Joyce says, grapes are very toxic and really random as to how much each dog can handle. Oh, I really thought grapes were fine with dogs. Wow, it's a good job I don't have a dog, isn't it? Oops. Did I get any crochet done in this live? That's how much I got done. 1 row. And there's still all of that. So not very much is the answer. Not very much. But I'll finish that tomorrow before I start my triangles. Cow people, please remember to have a nosy on the posts for a couple of tips with decreasing and shape. You've had your sneaky peekies. Just trying to think if there's anything else before I go away. I can't even put my cream. I want to put my cream on and I can't because Beany's clawed my hands so much. I've got loads of little holes in my hands now. Oh, that cat. No, I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. I think. And just double check, make sure Zara hasn't sent me any messages. No, we're good. I've covered the people on the wheel, which will get spun next week. So watch out, you 4 people, because there are 4 people on there. Though granted, there may well be another one next week. We'll find out. But at the moment, there's 4 people in for the running. Yeah, I think that's it. It's something on the sun that is toxic. Wait, what? On the sun? What? Huh? What? Cindy says it looks beautiful. My cardigan. It's my Ingy hug. It's my hug from Ingrid. Udall says, did you ever get my postcard? I told you in the comment. I don't think so. If I did, I told you. So if I haven't told you. Laura says, skin of grape. Will you read what you're typing before you press enter? Laurie is so bad. She's so bad. Right, I'm going to bugger off. I need to take my tablets and get my butt to bed. I'm glad you got a sneak peek. Next week, there will be another little thing that I have to show you. I have something that I've had made specially for the channel. Usually I do notebooks. Well, there will be a notebook hopefully this year, but there's an item for some people that may or may not want one. It depends, you know. But I have a little something to show you next week that will be available on my channel for sale. And you guys get to see it before I put it in the posts. So watch out for next Friday. Sunday post will be sharing a channel. If you can please keep an eye out for the posts and the shares, it'll be much appreciated, because I'm trying to really showcase these people that are slightly smaller, that are just starting, or that I'm seeing as, you know what, you've got potential, you know. So please keep a lookout for those posts. Every Sunday there's a new channel that I'm sharing. But I think that is it. So let's clear off. I'll clear off to bed, although granted I better feed the bean first before I get told off. I hope you all have a good weekend. Stay warm if you need to. Stay cool if you need to. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. And Cal Pals, I'll see you Monday, maybe. Take care. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.